Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is the English translation of the Majlis of Hazrat Maulana Qamar Uzzaman Saheb Damat Barakatuhum, which took place on Tuesday night at Masjid Taqribun Nisa, Qamar Bagh, Bamroli, Allahabad. Tuesday, the 16th of Rabi'ul Awwal, 1447, the 9th of September 2025. Our Hazrat Wala starts off this majlis by quoting and saying, Ad-Deenu an-Nasiha. Dosto, Buzrugo, Azizo, friends, elders, and dear ones. I've had an opportunity much to speak here in this masjid, sometimes concise and sometimes in detail. Maulana Abrar al-Haq, his talk and his word, Mujhe yaad hai, it's coming to mind. He would say, he said this to me, Maulana Thanwi ne unko kaha, that Hazrat Maulana Thanwi said to him, Jab koi tumko bayan ke liye kahe, to keh diya karo. When someone asks you to say a few words or to give a bayan, then definitely do so. So I am making amal on that here now. Allah Ta'ala's talks and His Nabi's hadith, to say it or to listen to it, greater than that, what can they ever be? And a greater sense of fortune and treasure, what can they be? Allah let us hear and let us make amal. Also, just listening, that in itself is so meritorious. One dua of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Allahumma aati nafsi taqwaha, وَزَكِّهَا أَنْتَ خَيْرُ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا أَنْتَ وَلِيُّهَا وَمَوْلَاهَا. This particular dua, if you know it, if you have memorized it, jaha jao, takrir kar de. Wherever you go, you can give a talk and make takrir. Koi rok nahi sakta, and nobody will able to stop you. Even in the haram, you would be able to say this. It is the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So, the nafs can opt for taqwa or fujur, piety or sin. So Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam begged Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the treasure of taqwa by saying, Allahumma aati nafsi taqwaha. Bahut bari daulat hai. This is a very great treasure. Oh Allah, give piety to my soul. Give piety to my soul. Zabani yaad ho jaye to bahut acha. If you can memorize this hadith, this dua, it will be wonderful. In it, we are pleading to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us taqwa. So the nafs itself and the soul was given to kafir and mu'min. However, the kafir was not granted taqwa. Therefore, he is barren, he has nothing. Everything on one side, and taqwa on the other side. Taqwa is everything. Allahumma aati nafsi taqwaha. Oh Allah, give piety to my soul, wazakkiha, and purify it. Anta khayru man zakkaha, you alone are the best to purify it. Anta waliyuha wa maulaha, you alone are its owner, you alone are its master. So Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab used to say that Allah, hum sahib nafs hai, aap uske wali hai, aap malik nafs hai. Oh Allah, we are the individuals next to this nafs. However, you are the owner, you are the master of this nafs. Aap hamare Rabb hai. So this was his khas andaz and his style when he would speak about this dua. We also make tazkiyah, we are trying to purify ourselves and our souls. Lekin aapka tazkiyah, the tazkiyah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's something else altogether. So, in a manner of naz, in a spiritually audacious manner, not just audacious, spiritually audacious manner. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahib used to say, "Oh Allah, we are Sahib-e-Nafs, but oh Allah, you are Malik-e-Nafs. You also have a hissa here. Oh Allah, you give piety to our soul. Oh Allah, you purify our soul. You are the best of those who would purify it. Oh Allah, if you make madad, the taqwa will come." Many people go to the mashayikh, but the nafs is so ghalib, so overpowering and overwhelming, right? But they have to make ruju to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That Allah, this nafs is absolutely impure. You make it pak. You purify it. So Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam is making this dua. And oh Allah, if you want and if you so wish, you can purify my soul and you can grant me taqwa in one moment. Ek aan mein, just in a split second. So shaitan and nafs. Shaitan has such a mamla in a dealing with this nafs. He just doesn't want it to come out anyway or come out from its problems that it's having. And we should continue making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahib used to make much emphasis on dua. Oh Allah, this is my nafs. This is my soul. It is bahut sharir hai. It is very, very mischievous. Very, very mischievous. So this dua draws our attention. Which dua? Allahumma aati nafsi taqwaha wa zakkiha anta khayru man zakkaha anta waliyuha wa maulaha. Oh Allah, give piety to my soul and purify it. You alone are the best to purify it. You alone are its owner and master. This dua draws our attention to the fact that tazkiyah of the nafs, purification of the self, is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the knower of the unseen. And that its greatest key. The dua is drawing our attention to the fact that tazkiyah nafs is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the knower of the unseen. And the greatest key is dua and beseeching Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar. This is why Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to make this dua quite often. Ya muqallib al-qulub, thabbit qalbi ala dinik. O turner of the hearts, keep my heart firm on your deen. Many people are doing something, but after a while they abandon it. Shaitan also comes and tries to mislead a person, and he wants him to slip off the path. तो लगे रहो, continue. कामयाबी तो काम से होगी, न के हुस्न कलाम से होगी, जिक्र के इल्तिजाम से होगी, फिक्र के ihtimam से होगी. कामयाबी तो काम से होगी. Success will come about but you have to do something. It will not come about just with flowery talks. Rather, it will come about when you are punctual and serious about your dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you have iltizam of zikr and you have concern for your islah. Another dua is that Allahumma aslih li sha'ni kullah wa la takilni ila nafsi tarfata ayn wa la tanzi' minni saliha ma a'taytani wa la taftinni fi ma ahramtani. Ye bhi bahut umda dua. This is also a very wonderful dua. You know, Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahib, we all know about this year, that he would make tilawat of one manzil, which is some good few paras put together. 5 juz, 6 juz, one manzil every day. That was his ma'mul and his habit. But together with that, he would recite and he would beseech Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with that one manzil from the Munajat Maqbool, which it is a kitab, and it has it distributed on the days of the week. I am saying this here. I am just explaining more on that. So Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahib used to read one manzil of the Munajat Maqbool. So there's fear also, and people are restless also. Allah Ta'ala grant us contentment regarding everything. This is for me, for you people also, for all the people of this particular area, that we become those who make amal. We become those who make amal. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم بحرمة سيد النبي الكريم صلى الله عليه وسلم.